running. Is the Mazda3 2.5-liter turbo hatchback that I spent a week with recently.
Oh, nice. Is this your review for the day?
It is. It's going to be my review for the day. So this is their, I would say it's a changing around of the Mazda 3 hatch
It
and
almost
sedan.
looks like the Subaru picture I just saw.
Well, this is what happens, Sam, when you get designers and people. So this is obviously the car that was released last year. I got spent time with it, and I will say that for a $35,000 sporty hatchback, it really was a good option.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
Getting up there, 35,000.
Well, obviously we know, we've talked about it in the past, that Mazda are moving away from their sort of the previous image they have to be looking towards a more targeted approach at the European makers. I mean, I think this vehicle in particular is up against the Audi A3, the Mercedes-Benz A-Class, and the BMW 2 Series, which funnily enough are all around this size displacement, are all turbocharged, but are significantly more expensive than the $35,000 price point that this comes in. This comes in 250 horsepower, 320 pound-feet of torque, 2.5-liter turbo. The engine comes from their SUVs, the CX-7 and the CX-9, I think it is. But it looks really good. I mean, I think it's an attractive car. You get the wing on the back, you get the dual exhausts, some go faster aero on there that make it look nice. There's me obviously walking around the background there.
Oh, I thought that was some kind of assassin or hitman.
No, I always keep my cars in a glass box. That's how you do it here in Hollywood. And
you wear your suit around the house? Is that how you do it?
Naturally. I mean, it's COVID. I always dress up every morning in the big. But some things I like. The digital dashboard was great. Head-up display, which I thought was excellent because it was at a nice height. It was nice and bright. Had preemptive signs that came on. The red leather interior was fantastic. And it really was, I thought, a good-looking car. 0 to 60 in 5.9 seconds, so 6 seconds, give or take. But you never really felt that fast because it was a nice, luxurious car, which is one of the reasons why I liked it so much. And it looks good. You get the front.
Yeah, it's a good-looking car. It's a good-looking car. I like this Mazda 3. Yeah,
the Kodo design,
Yeah, so this moves away on from the Kodo design language that they used, and the Jinba Itai, I think, was the one before that. But I mean, if you're looking at that price point, $35,000 for a sporty car that was understated and luxurious, I think this is a really good option. It's got everything you need inside. It's got like this unique, I think it's a traffic jam assist, which basically can drive the car for you below 40 miles an hour. So that was super handy for stop and go situations when I was out in traffic. It's got all the safety features. It had the top-down 360 view. Like I said, the leather inside was very nice. It was comfortable, 8-way adjustable driver's seat, heated steering wheel. I mean, it's got everything that you're looking for. It looks good. It drives nice. What I may say is it was a little bit stiff on the suspension. So for someone that was not looking for a sportier ride, it might be a little bit much for the vibrations and so forth. But I didn't mind that because I like the sportiness of it. But I mean, it's a good car. It's definitely a lot different than Mazda Speed 3 or the Mazda 3 that came out previously, which was all torque steer from the front. This being all-wheel drive, just everything feels more solid. Just feels like you're moseying around. It's good. I will say that I think that it did definitely need nicer tires on it. I thought the tires were a bit squirrely and a bit loud.
I was going to ask you about them. Yeah. What kind of tires does it come with?
I think they were more of a budget range. I think the cars previously that I'd driven before and after this both had the Michelin Pilot Sports 4S's. I think if you split out for them, because I mean the wheels look beautiful. Those 18-inch forged BBS wheels look incredibly attractive.
They look really nice. Yeah,
but I do think that it could do with some stickier rubber. So that's obviously what you get a downside with buying a mass-produced car as opposed to a sports car kind of thing.
Yeah.
But
what was the difference? Did you think about the difference between the Mazda Speed 3 and this one?
Well, the Mazda Speed 3 had it was front-wheel drive, so an awful lot of torque steer. This has all-wheel drive. It was incredibly smooth. It had a GI vector. I think it's called, what is it? There's a special vectoring system in place. So when you're into the corner, it would ease off the throttle and the braking to balance it out for you. So you didn't have to sort of manage that to get you a smooth into the corner and out of the corner, which I thought was nice. Um, so it felt like the performance was there, but it just was, the tires were a little loud, if that makes sense. It was a little
Do
slippy.
they have and obviously they don't have a manual version for this car.
No, this car only comes in the 6-speed automatic, as
Hmm.
opposed to the regular Mazda3, which comes in the 4-wheel drive 6-speed manual.
I see.
But it
But
sounds like you liked it quite a bit.
yeah, no, I will say for this one coming through,
Mhm.
I thought this was a very good car. If someone was saying, I'd like to go something that's sporty, but has a good bit of room in and luxurious, and I want to spend less than $40,000, this is a
Mhm.
great car for that. I mean, it hits that niche spot. It's not as expensive as the German luxury brands, but it
Mhm.
has all the luxury inside, and it's a good-looking car. I will say that it looked really nice when it was parked in the garage.
Yeah, it does look nice. In your garage there too.
Yeah, especially see. I mean, this is what my garage is like. I mean, I've
I
got my
know, I
chair,
know,
my
I
big
know.
TV.
You got
Uh,
your little assassin there, your hitman.
you
So
see me walking
I mean,
away there
that's not
outside.
you. That's not you. Come on. I
Are
mean, I don't know.
you sure? I mean, it
I
looks a
think
lot
yeah,
like me, Sam.
yeah.
To be
All right,
fair.
yeah, yeah. Okay, yeah. It looks a lot like you, James. I don't want to rain on your parade there. Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, it is a very luxurious car, and that's one of the things I liked about it. It could, I will say, um, it does obviously have the commonplace thing now, which is the speakers obviously help with a little bit of the exhaust noise.
Mhm.
I think it could have done with a little bit more natural exhaust out the back. They were very quiet, even though it had the nice two exhausts out the back, as you see there. Um, but they could have. I would have liked them to be a little bit louder as well. But that's the tweaks that you make when you get your car, right, to make it more of an individual.
Yeah.
Inside, obviously, it's got the mud cons. It has the Bose stereo, which was lovely. Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, Mazda Connect, everything you need to go, everything you expect for in a modern car.
It
And it's
sounds like a pretty good deal for 35K though.
Yeah.
that's
Now that you're, yeah. Now it sounds like a good deal.
yeah, that's what I mean. You get the LED headlamps,
Yeah.
everything else is thrown. I mean, you've got all the fancy mod cons, all the driver assists that you need. It's like I said, I thought for $35,000, this is a really good option to look out there.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Just need new
Thumbs up for
tires.
me. I wish. Yeah. Man, I wish I.
Look,
I wish
I
you would have
mean,
came by and let me drive it.
Sam, you know I can't let you drive any of the cars I don't trust your driving, but that's a different story altogether.
Okay. Yeah. Whatever. Yeah. I don't know.
I mean, like I said, you could anyone, Taro, if you wanted to live with this. I mean, I think that if you did want to have this as a car and then maybe switch around and do some like more enthusiastic driving, you could put a different set of wheels that you could put on there if you were to go someplace, and that's why you'd have the two sets. But as for driving around town, you don't really notice the tires at all, if that makes sense. It was just when I was maybe going exactly the speed limit on some of the more canyon type roads here in Los Angeles where it was a little bit more noticeable, but around town you wouldn't notice the difference in the tires.
Right.
Well, I
right,
mean,
right.
not too many tires can handle your driving. I mean, you're too much driver for some lot of these tires. So hey,
I wouldn't say that, Sam. I think this is more
especially on a slick surface. I mean, there's just not enough tire to rein in old James's mad.
I mean
He attacks the road. Sam. He
let's
attacks the road with a
let's
vengeance.
let's be honest here, Sam. I keep challenging you and Taro to some driving, but you are scared as far as I can tell.
No, I'll take you out on driving, real driving. Yeah, I'll take you out.
Look, it's real driving every time, Sam, no matter what method it is. I mean,
Oh, what should we put a wager on this? I mean, should we when we get a track next time? Taro gets a track.
I mean, Taro, we know Taro at the track. I think he's banned from Willow Springs after his time there in the Supra when he was just facing the wrong way for most of the day. So I don't know if Taro's our best judge on character there.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
let's put a friendly wager on it.
I am banned at
couple
Willow
hot times or
Springs,
whatever.
Streets of Willows.
Happy to, Sam.
We could do K1. We can do K1 go-kart.
I mean, we just saw the advertisement there for it next to Sam's
Oh,
belly. So
subliminal message there.
All right, but no, if we there might be a time where we have access to a track. If we do, it's on, man. That'd be fun.
Look, I mean, anytime you want, Sam. You know that.
If it's a drifting competition, I think James got an upper hand
Well,
on
you
you,
can't
Sam.
go all one. You can't go 360. Okay, that's not drifting. Okay?
If it's a donut competition, I think
Donut, all right.
James. I think
Donut,
James is. I think
Donut,
James is
wouldn't
the king
even
here.
challenge you.
Look, I think you're both misconstruing what a donut is. I think Sam could finish 12 donuts well before I can. I mean, look at the physique.
All right. Okay. Thank you,
Yeah,
James.
you're so petite.
What's next? What's
That